Hey, what's up? It's the Niger. So this is Watch Me Change My Life in 90 Days, day number 7. Whew. That was definitely a rough one. So, um, I was packing, everything was great. I had the boxes ready, and then I realized I didn't have enough tape on it. Well, and where's that? I didn't realize that I didn't have enough tape on my boxes until it like completely fell apart. But hey, it shows the strength of my beads and stuff because nothing broke. So hey, it is what it is. Like just got it repackaged up. And we're gonna go ahead and take it over tomorrow. But I did. We went over to the stores today, and it's so crazy because yesterday they were having issues with the door. Today that was all fixed. But it's funny because like with the elevator, you literally have to like kind of like almost like you're jumping in rope to make sure that you get into the elevator on time because it's like a really short window from when you hit the button to just open it to when you can actually push the button to go up. So we got a method now. Method to the madness for sure. So today I'm rocking one of my Pride connector. This is the latest one with all the colors, child. All the original 6 colors, and then we added the black and the brown. So yeah. People are like, why do you wear Pride pieces? Are you part of the community? And the answer is no. But I have family that's part of the community. Like really close family. I have a cousin who just transitioned last year. Shout out to Logan. Amazing, amazing, amazing. They're incredible. Um, and I have many friends that are part of the community. Now, what most people don't know, for those of y'all that don't know me, I'm 6'2". So I've been this height since I was 12. What does that mean? That means people are stupid. So the amount of times that I have been mistaken for a trans woman is insane. And it's literally just because of my height. That's it. Like, I don't get it. It's weird as hell to me. First time it happened, I was in grammar school. I was like, wait, what? What is wrong with y'all? I couldn't believe it. Now I just ignore it. My friends will go off about it. I ignore it because if you're that stupid, I can't help you. So, people definitely will, if you look at my posts, not so much on here, but definitely on like Facebook and all that. I've always been part of an ally to the rainbow community because I grew up around the rainbow community. So that's why when people say, "Oh my God, kids that are in the rainbow community, like yeah, we turn out gay," that's not how that works. It's not. It's not. I knew my family when I was like 9, and my dad had gay friends and all that stuff. Like I've been around the community for when I was like 6. You know what I'm saying? So it was so funny because I was asking my mom about when I got dad's friends, and I'm like, is he trans? I was like, no, he's just really gay. I was like, oh, okay, because he was like super feminine. So that don't believe that lie that if your kids are around people from the rainbow community, that they're gonna turn out as part of the rainbow community because it's not true. There's no water that's 10 people part of the rainbow community or anything like that. I know several people that are part of the community. That will tell you if it was their choice, they wouldn't have chose that life just because of the way that they're treated. I was on Clubhouse yesterday and everything just for a moment. But I heard somebody say that, that he said when he was a kid, he told his mom that he wanted to be a girl. And the only reason he said it was because, at the time, girls had more choices in clothes. And he said that she smacked him, and he was grateful for that because, boys can't be soft or show emotion or anything like that. Like that was, but that stuck with me because I'm like, this is why so many kids that are part of the immigrant community will grow up and hate themselves. This is why so many kids that are part of the community, when they even grow up, because they unalive themselves, because they don't believe that they're worthy. It's a mess. So quick, oh yeah, just so I can kind of explain this guy, right? So I developed these in 2010, and literally, almost by accident, we had tried. The whole thing was we were trying to find designs that people couldn't steal because several people had stolen designs at that point. And so we decided like playing around with different materials and whatnot. And then like I used to do this, but I had it like open. So I'd have like, have it short on one side, long on the other. And I was like, wonder what happens if I just put them all together. And then now you have the connector. And you've now seen these. You haven't seen these on television, but you definitely have seen it in some independent films. You definitely have seen it online for sure. I think you've seen it in some music videos and all that. Like I said, these haven't been on TV yet, but that's the next goal. That's the next goal. We're working on that now to get these guys on television specifically. You've seen the Sierra Swoops on TV before, and you've seen my chandelier earrings, which I actually need to bring back now that I'm thinking about it. Because my chandelier earrings were actually seen on Empire for a very brief second. It was so crazy too. It was on the very last scene in the very first season of Empire. So one of the most famous scenes in the world. I forgot how many minutes people watched it. For a brief second, I got to see my pieces, and that's pretty dope. So, like I said, we'll get to the point where it's more camera time for those specifically, but but also, they got same pieces as well on TLC. When my friend was playing when she was on there, and she was on there when she was on that one of their weight loss shows, so which is pretty cool. So, and then of course Erica Porter NBA when she was on there with her sister because she had just found her sister, so they were coming back, talk about their experiences and what they've done and all that. So, yeah. But yeah, today, like I said, every day isn't perfect, right? I have 1 week to go till I begin my move. Yeah. Well, it says like the first stop at least. So I'm excited. It's getting kind of crazy here. Like I said, that's when y'all gonna really see me doing my yoga and all that fun stuff. So that's gonna be a really good, sorry, a really good change of pace for everything. Everything's definitely gonna ramp up for sure, and I'm definitely be traveling a lot more because I hadn't traveled like that in a minute, but I'm definitely gonna travel more, and I hadn't traveled because I had the kitties, but just because my last kitty passed, I'm definitely be traveling a lot more for sure. Tomorrow is Thursday, y'all. So it's the night of your radio day. And I'm super excited because we are actually giving flowers to the phenomenal Dolly Parton. And it's funny because we were originally going to give them to LL Cool J, but when we heard that Dolly Parton might not be feeling well. We said, you know what? We're going to switch it up and we're going to give it to Dolly Parton. Why? Because she's amazing. And the biggest thing about Next Legacy and Next Legacy Honor specifically is about giving people their flowers as they're here so they can smell them, so they understand that we love them and we appreciate them. And so I'm excited. I posted, if you look at my last post, I posted her and Whitney singing I'll Always Love You. And when you hear the different versions of it, it's like, whoa. Whitney definitely took it to a whole other level. But then again, Whitney Houston is the only person that could actually sell the Star Spangled Banner. Like, people actually purchased it. Like, I bought it. I got the copy. And like, who else can sell the Star Spangled Banner but Whitney Houston for sure. So that's going to be really fun because Dolly Parton wrote some incredible records. She has some phenomenal collabs. So it's going to be a good time. That's going to be a good time. We are also introducing for the very first time MTV Unplugged. So that comes on at noon Central, 10 a.m. PST, and that's 1 p.m. EST. For 1 hour, you get nothing but MTV Unplugged. So that means sections from Nirvana, Mariah, Alicia Keys. I think Madonna's had one. I think we had Coldplay. There's so many incredible Korn. So many incredible artists have gone through MTV Unplugged. So I am excited for y'all to see that. And I think because MTV Unplugged was kind of similar to what they have with Tiny Desk, but I think MTV Unplugged didn't have. I'm trying to think. It was definitely a similar style. I like Tiny Desk better just because you can really, really they just go in. But both of them are super fire, and I'm so excited. And we had Tiny Desk up until the administration decided to cut the funding for NPR because they're jerks. And because, man, the amazing episodes we had from Tiny Desk concert, like, just incredible. Such talent. There's so many talented artists that are still doing music, by the way. And we were able to showcase them, and it was incredible. So it's going to be the same energy with MTV Unplugged. I'm super, super excited for that as well. So, but of course, we have music from the 90s, Black country music artists, one of the very few stations in the world to focus on Black country music artists. And then we got old school hip hop. So like I said, it's gonna be a great day tomorrow. Night already all day long for 24 hours, starting at 2 a.m. Central, 3 a.m. on the East Coast, and midnight on the West Coast. As this journey progresses on, you're gonna see different things. You're gonna see the hair change. You're gonna see, like I said, me more in the gym. Not necessarily in the pool. Well, we'll see. Maybe you might catch me in the pool because I'll be with my friends, so I might have y'all see a little bit of me in the pool. But I'm definitely getting back in the pool for sure because I miss my water aerobics, and water aerobics is really fun. So I miss that for sure. What else? I think that's at this point. The biggest thing that I would say is, like I said, the connectors are popping. Got them in different colors. So if you like fun, fabulous pieces, hit me up because, baby, these right here, especially if you need some pride pieces. Like, I have not done a pride collection. I probably should. Actually, I'm actually going to do a pride collection in 2026. I'm saying it right here. I'm going to do a pride collection, like, all year long, not just for June, But all year long in 2026, Denia Azure, Denia Designs for You will have a Pride collection. Why? Because I love my rainbow community all year long, not just in June. So yes, in 2026, our Pride collection is coming. It's going to be a whole button. It's going to be a whole thing. Got to get some models because it's about to go down. Definitely doing that. So you're going to have a Pride collection 2026. There's going to be a collection specifically dedicated to Nazarene Azure in 2026. So you're going to get, I'm going to tell you what you're going to get with that. You're going to get orange. You're going to get some purples. And you're going to get butterflies. So, because that's what Mom was all about. She loved butterflies. Orange was her absolute favorite color. I might say how many different shades of orange I can play with. But you're going to get some fun stuff. I'm going to take some of her older pieces and that were earrings, the incorporate that in the bracelets. We're just going to have a lot of fun with that. So 2 new collections, 2026 for sure. We're going to have the Pride collection that's coming soon and the Nazarene Azure collection. And y'all are the first ones to hear about that. So that's one thing I do like about this thing is I can kind of give y'all the sneak peeks and the behind the scenes of what people don't know yet. So that's pretty awesome. Yeah, if you have not subscribed to my websites at the bottom, scrolling, you see that right there. If you have not subscribed to this channel, what are you doing? Hit the subscribe button. Like, come on, y'all. Can we please and thank you? Just tap on it. And then shout out to the new subscribers. Y'all are coming through, honey. That video is almost at my video with Mariah Carey and the Price Sisters is almost at 30K views. Shout out to all the new subscribers that are coming through, whether from that video or the video I dropped with En Vogue singing their acceptance speech. Like, y'all are just coming through, and I really do appreciate that. Y'all are commenting, y'all are showing love. And like I said, this is only the beginning, you know. I mean, at this rate, I can be at least 2K subscribers in the next couple of weeks, which would be super awesome. So, you know, you never know. And I'm glad that I pushed on when it came to this, because I was so done with this daggone YouTube. I promise you, child. Like I said, every day is not a good day, but I know that for myself, I haven't on my channel for a minute, and so it's just a matter of figuring out what is my vibe, what is my niche, and what am I doing differently. And there ain't nobody else that is doing 90s music, as a Black country music, and political music or old school hip hop in the same genre. I mean, in the same like day. It's just not happening. So that's what my day has to offer. And so I incorporate that into my channel. And it's definitely working. And you guys will check out some of my old interviews and all that as well. And then, of course, I'm still political because that's just how I am. And I am not down with just staying quiet. Never have been, never will be. So you get all of that into one. But at least you guys know what you're getting out of the channel now. Because I think before it was kind of all over the place. But now I know what y'all are getting. Is you're gonna get politics sometimes. You're gonna get some kind of 90s, whether it be music or something from a TV show, whatever, or 90s fashion, all that. And definitely something from Black country music artists. So that's the vibe you're gonna get out of this channel. And now you're gonna get the Watch Me Change Your Life in 90 Days. Like, so this is day 7, y'all. Day 7, like OMG. Super fire. But I am excited for what is to come. And tomorrow, we'll talk about school and, and how I almost didn't graduate. that should be a fun one. So yeah, because that'd be perfect. Because I'll be rocking my shirt from Cat Abu Ghazali, talking about Rogers Park and all that kind of fun stuff. So yeah, well, let's get into that. But anyways, much love to y'all, and continue to express what makes you unique. And don't forget to subscribe, please and thank you. Bye.